They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit!
They'll go option to the short side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
They're coming. Run. Get it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Quinn. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. And they'll run it here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to put it on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I saw those lateral type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Quinn. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jadeveon Clowney able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On now the Miami field goal unit. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Green 39! Green 39! Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have deep in Denver territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw on second down, Quinn toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Quinn. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. His 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
No. Check. Patriot!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Detroit! Check 4! Gun!
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Carr. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Detroit! Gun! Watch him now, Barney! Detroit! Gun!
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Quinn. Steps away to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Quinn. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in this game.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 39 that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Detroit, Detroit.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Quinn. He's going to rifle one deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. He got 29 yards that time.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Quinn. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Quinn. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll drop the throw. Trying to improvise. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. They get it to him running left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Quinn. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 1st down. Quinn, wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Off the play fake. Quinn. He's going to fire this thing deep right, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit! Gun! Hot! Gun!
They'll set up a throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Leonard Floyd able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Detroit! Gun! Leopard!
Back to throw here. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So now here come the Dolphins. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first and 10, Quinn. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Looking to throw. Quinn. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Looking to throw on second down. Quinn. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw. Quinn. And it's caught. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on fourth and goal. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's go.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Lucky 56.
On first down, Quinn. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game